Hello guys, Sci-Fi Jen here. Today we gonna unbox this Xiaomi's Poco phone F1. So without much further ado, let's get started. Xiaomi is undoubtedly a household name when it comes to affordable smartphones, and yet the company has managed to raise the bar yet again in terms of pricing and performance with its new device, Xiaomi Poco phone F1. The regular Poco phones will come with a matte plastic bag, still soft and grippy on touch, sturdy but more prone to scratches. The frame is made out of plastic too, one with a nice matte finish which is a nice grip booster. The good news is the whole frame is thick and sturdy, and we even mistook it for metal at first glance. The phone will be available in 4 options: black, blue, red and Kevlar. The Kevlar edition in particular feels great to hold and use daily, and although the back looks like a removable cell, it isn't. There is no way to switch out back covers, and the battery is non-removable as well. Then there is an armored edition with a Kevlar back and 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage for 29,999 Indian rupees or $430. The phone is powered by the 2.8 GHz 10nm Snapdragon 845, plus the Qualcomm Adreno 630 GPU will have the back of all the mobile gamers out there. The F1 comes with a 3.5mm jack that's located at the top, a hybrid SIM card tray with the secondary SIM slot doubling up as a microSD slot, and USB-C charging. The power and volume buttons are located on the right and they offer decent tactile feedback. The Poco F1 features a 6.18-inch Full HD plus 19:9 display with a resolution of 2248x1080p. Unlike the Mi 8 though, which has an OLED screen, the Poco F1 utilizes a regular IPS LCD one. It also has a layer of Gorilla Glass 3 for protection against tumbles. The model with 6GB of RAM and 64GB of storage will retail for 20,999 Indian rupees or $300. The variant with a 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage will be available for 23,999 Indian rupees or $345. And the high-end option with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage will go on sale in the market for 28,999 Indian rupees or $415. The Poco F1 doesn't look premium by any stretch of the imagination, but what it lacks in looks, it makes up for in durability. Sure, the device isn't nearly as premium as the Zenfone 5G or the OnePlus 6, but it should hold up to daily wear and tear much better. The Poco phone F1 display proved to be a very good performer, pumping out 461 nits of maximum brightness. Combined with the deep blacks, the F1's display posted an excellent contrast of 1500:1, just as Xiaomi promises in its press materials. The minimum brightness level of 2.5 nits is also excellent. Xiaomi is offering LPDDR4X RAM and UFS 2.1 flash memory as standard on 3 variants. The Poco F1 is the most affordable phone to feature the Snapdragon 845, and that is unlikely to change anytime soon. Poco is incorporating liquid cooling in the device, which is designed to boost sustained peak performance times. There is a vapor chamber next to the chipset that siphons heat and dissipates it over a wider area, preventing the phone from overheating during prolonged gaming sessions. The Poco F1 has sizable notch at the top of the display, and the cutout holds the earpiece and an IR module that facilitates facial recognition. The speaker is one of the best you'll find at this price point, and the F1 gets loud playing games and watching videos that delight on this phone. A major reason for that has to do with the fact that the phone has direct HD sound, a mainstay on Xiaomi phones in the past. The earpiece also doubles up as a secondary speaker. There are stereo speakers on the Poco phone. One is the earpiece and the other one is firing towards the bottom. There is EIS to stabilize videos and a front 20MP f/2.0 aperture camera with portrait mode and pixel binning. Primary 12MP rear camera, 1.4 micron large pixel with a f/1.9 aperture and dual pixel autofocus. Secondary 5MP rear camera, 1.12 micron pixel with a f/2.0 aperture. Here one thing is worth noticing, that you don't get a dedicated selfie flash for the front camera, but you can use screen flash for taking selfies. A tiny white only notification LED is also available just below the screen. Xiaomi has been making decent IPS LCD panels in this category for some time now, and the screen on the F1 is identical to that of the Mi 8C. Another noteworthy feature on the F1 is facial recognition. The phone has a dedicated IR sensor at the front that enables face unlock, and which is incredibly fast. In the next upcoming video, we will do a detailed camera comparison of the Poco phone F1, so make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon for future notifications.